Hi friends, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die. The last time we played, we reached another progress point in the final trial, the main game, not the final trial. And we realized that we don't know who has the sacrifice card because we don't know where it went. Kana thought that she was trading it to herself from Sarah, but whenever she made the trade, she got a commoner card. So we're honestly not sure what happened to the sacrifice card because she should have gotten it from Sarah. So now we've been given kind of some extra time to talk it out and figure out how we can maybe bypass this main game. Hopefully, I don't want anyone to die. Thank you very much. All right. Anyway, so let's chit chat. There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There is something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley.
Is there an answer in the clues we have left? Out of all the evidence we've seen so far, is there anything related to this transgression?
Is there something like that? No? No, none of the evidence.
That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. Unless there's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion, I don't see any leads.
Some yet unused evidence. This?
Of course there wouldn't be any new evidence that we haven't discussed yet.
Ah! The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster.
It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, meow.
Though, what use could this have? Well, no, you having a heart attack there, buddy? Why? Why do you have that?
Huh?
Miley. Curse her. Handing internal documents to participants.
Internal documents?
Gashu, just what is this roster? What indeed? You caught onto the fact I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah.
Huh?
Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever could you mean? Kai was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh?
What meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but there's a value in solving this mystery.
We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about this roster.
There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet.
Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard.
Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name.
God, this song is so good. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh?
A roster? It's reminding me of something.
If you want to look closer at the roster, call Mr. Policeman. We'll look at it together. Okay. Look closer to the roster, tell Mr. Policeman, look it together. Let's check it together, Sarah. Sarah, Namuichi, Keiichi, Haro, Shunsuke, Riko, Mai, Shin, Akajin, Kana, Kazumi, Megumi, Ranmaro, Alice. Was Megumi, was that his boss? Yeah. I see somebody who's not on here, though. Oh, it's fine. I can see them all from here.
There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Who would have made this roster, I wonder?
Probably Miley. It's what Gashu's reaction seemed to indicate, too.
Is there no follow-up to these sheets?
Follow-up? No, there wasn't anything else.
Is that so? sorry.
Besides our names, is a bunch of names I've never even heard. Kurumada, Hayasaka, Kanashi, Tsurugi, and a ton of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us?
That might be it.
How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? Nah, now's not the time to get emotional. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? Joe isn't on this either.
What are you trying to say?
Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts to reason from. Counting them now, there are 4 of us participants whose names aren't listed here.
4 of us?
Oh! Joe, So, Now, and Kai aren't on here. Interesting.
This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Look at this. The names are sorted by percentage. Oh, how creepy. What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent?
These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Maybe they're betting odds. Might they hold the key to solving this?
A roster? It's reminding me of something now. Roster. Ah, I remembered it. The bar on the first floor. There was a list of names on the blackboard.
Now that you mention it, that was a roster too. But I couldn't possibly recall everyone's name.
I memorized it.
Huh?
Can Drink was Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shunsuke, So, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Riko, Kotaro. Meow. Can't Drink was Anzu, Kana, Jin, Kugi, Sarah, Joe, Nao, Hanako, Romaro. Oof.
That's amazing, Jen.
Easier than learning the prefectures of Japan, meow. By the way, big sis Sarah, your roster, it's missing the names Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao.
Oh, Kugi was, Hana's sister. This is important information. Oh, the little cat's face! I never noticed it opens. The mouth opens.
Was I useful?
Very useful. Thank you, Jen. You're perfect. So, what did you just say? Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing.
Meow, Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao are listed, so... Huh? That's 5.
Huh. I guess I rushed and miscounted. Sorry. Hey, do we really need to worry about little mistakes right now? That mistake isn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's what's important. Gashu, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster. Plus 5 who aren't listed. Doesn't that add up to 21? One too many.
What's that mean, meow? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard.
Well then, let's compare the names on the paper roster with those on the blackboard. Blackboard names were like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, and Nao. Let's remove those 5. On the first sheet, Keiji, Naomichi, Kate, Sarah, and Kotaro. The second sheet, similarly, all 4 names are here. And third sheet, and the 4th sheet. Shinsukimi.
Shinsukimi? That's the only person on the blackboard, meow.
We derived a 21st person. So who the hell is this? Who is Shin Tsukimi? An unseen survivor, a participant who died unknown. One of us? Somebody in disguise? Somebody who's not necessarily on that paper who might be in disguise? Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? If someone is using an alias, I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us. And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard. No way. Interesting. To follow that logic, Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. Say what? Sarah, let's work this out. If all the names on the paper roster are real, there's someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Someone not on the roster. It's one of the people not on the paper roster. Kai, So, Kugi, Joe, or Now. Oh, it's all coming back. Remember when I said that So isn't actually So? That he's just taking up the name of So who died? Right you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5 names. I got it. I already know. Look, I'm ahead of y'all. I got this shit. This is my real name. Professor Mishima always calls me Miss Now, remember? Nope, what happened? Okay. I'm using my real name too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right?
Kugi is the name of Kana's sister. If Big Bro Joe is using a fake name, Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away. Meow.
Kai's name was on his laptop. Based on the email logs, should be his real one. If you want to check the roster, come tell Mr. Policeman anytime. I'm using my real name too. Oh! It was written there at the prize exchange. What's the matter, Keiichi? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Lie? Sarah, recall the prize exchange. The prize exchange. Huh? Remember, there were photos, but no names anywhere. Was that right? I must have had it wrong. And somebody's, TV was smashed. Smooshed. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Gashu together. We're your allies. Try trusting us, So. No. Shin Tsukimi. So is Shin Tsukimi? I want to trust you all too. But I... So... He's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out. Oh! Hey, would you knock it off, please? Thank you. So, this is the moment to reveal your true self. My real name is... Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster.
You know about it?
Yeah. Because that's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial.
What'd he say?
Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean? It's the victory rates for the participants in the death game. There's the weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning. Hey, well, we haven't seen some of these people, so they didn't do very well.
Dumbass.
How would they figure that out?
Because
they tested it with AIs.
They used the AIs of us to run tests.
Right, they ran simulations of innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained at horrible length to me how accurate this data was. And I saw my own percentage. 0. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will vote for me and kill me. I don't want that. Hey. My own shadow. Oh, good. Hiya. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but you know what a majority vote is. He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. It hurts. Stop. Strength in numbers. You're a helpless sheep, will be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shin Tsukimi away. So, dear me, what a heart-wrenching tale. The time has expired, everyone.
We're out of time? Sorry, it's nearly time for voting.
Hold on a sec, our discussion. Did you make any progress? It was all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster, did that make any progress?
That's...
Hey, so, you got any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now.
Sarah, is there any other evidence that proves his transgression?
Evidence of his transgression? No.
If that existed, it'd be long since presented. Is it hopeless?
Maybe there's nothing else we can do. Are you giving up, Sarah? I rewrote the blackboard, and also, I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. I've told you everything, like I swore. So please, save me. Win us an extension, please. Of course I will. I feel it. So's trusted me. A real bond. Of course I will, So. Sarah, this is our last chance. Let's just beat the shit out of this dude. Will that get us an extension? Doesn't matter what. Find something connected to this transgression.
We'll all think about it and win. No slacking, Loner.
Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion's definitely progressing. We unraveled the mystery of this roster. Let's trust that the truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. I am stressed out. Got it? This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants in the death game.
You said they determine these chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking?
There only being 16 names makes you wonder, right? If so was an alliance, that means there's actually 4 not listed, right?
Kai, Kugi, Joe, and Nao are the 4 not on the roster, meow.
Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victory are the highest, huh? Hey, irrelevant. Irrelevant right now. Let's check it together, Sarah. Thanks, okay.
We've established the chances of victory in everyone's real names, but for instance, we haven't touched on them yet. So maybe there's something odd about the occupations.
The occupations? What's odd about the occupations? High school student, boxer, ex-detective, baseballer, office worker. High school student, singer, baker, self-employed, middle school student, elementary student, middle school student, high school teacher, detective, high school student, murderer. Well, most of them are in school. If so was an alias, it means there's actually 4 not listed, right? Can't think of any common points between those 4, but maybe we can figure out something in common between the 16 who are on the roster? Well, now Joe was here because of Sarah, so they had something in common. Kugi was there because of Kana, so because they're related. Now was new Mishima, so maybe they were all just kind of dragged along because they knew somebody else, and that's why they're not on there. And Kai was put into it because he betrayed the organization. So maybe the 4 of them weren't supposed to be part of the original Death Game. There. What these 16 have in common? Got it? This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants in the Death Game. Even I wasn't told any more details than that. God, he's so stressed out now. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was. Can you recall anything else at all? What is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the word candidates, not participants. Well, not that there's any difference between participants and candidates, is there? Is there a chance the kidnappers were using those terms distinctly then, maybe? Participants and candidates. Maybe everybody on the list volunteered and they don't remember that they volunteered? There only being 16 names make you wonder, right? So seem to believe these were accurate to our chances of victory. But what about the chances for the 4 who aren't listed? Who knows? Their actions could even affect the chances for these 16. Maybe the reason they're not on here is because those 4 are dolls or something. Dolls? Rico hasn't been too helpful this time, but she's doing her best, okay? You said they determined the chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Our AI selves must have killed each other over and over to produce this data, but now didn't have an AI. And neither did Joe or Kai, for that matter, either. Or Kana's sister. Okay, these 4 were not initially supposed to be in this Death Game. I got it. Because I kept saying, I was like, it's weird that now doesn't have a TV screen. Our AI selves must have killed each other over and over to produce this data, and then been reset to do it all over again. Could that monitor room have been the place they did the test runs? Oh, wait, they're AIs, so they'd only have to fight digitally. True, no reason they would have needed to assemble that in a room. Come to think of it, I heard there was something unique about the AIs in the monitor room. That they were all candidates to survive the first trial. All the candidates? Okay. Jen, I'm sure you have something good to say, but I don't think it's gonna help here, so I'm sorry, kid. hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? The participants, those are the 20 people who are brought into this death game. Then what are the candidates the floor master spoke of? Those qualified to win. And it's those with the qualifications, the right, those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gashu, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression, he'd try to kill a non-candidate. What if there was one of us who didn't have the right to victory, a non-candidate? Gashu would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? Hell yeah. Please select the non-candidate. Is Nal the person who's not a candidate? Yep. Nal.
Yes?
You have the sacrifice, don't you?
Huh?
This roster lists the names of the candidates, those who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Tsukimi, with his 0% chance to actually win, is listed. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room too, there was no AI of you. I've been saying this forever! Not because I knew why, but I just thought that was weird. No, there didn't exist a Now AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. And so Gashu tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to Now. This was your transgression, Gashu. Okay. Yep. Well done, Miss Sarah. And if you solved it, yes, indeed, you are the chosen one. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long discussion. And at the end, we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I'm sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. When I thought about what would happen if we weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say it. It's not your fault. It's not your fault now. All the fault lies with Gashu. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates? This death game? What's all of it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? Were we all raised in an orphanage? That is my first and last hint for you. Last? Miss Sarah Chidoan, you have overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code.
About the code?
It is written clearly. If there is misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retired 24 hours later. Retried.
Huh?
And I promised you that I would fulfill my duty as per the code. You son of a bitch. If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue.
You're kidding. Stop.
Everyone, please earn victory. You fucking son of a... No way. This is...
He offed himself.
Kashu!
No. No.
This is impossible. It should be over. What? Why this? He was going to do this from the start? Why?
For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line. And yet, Gashu casually threw away his life. He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. A demon? This shouldn't have... Safalin. Please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No. No, you're really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you. It doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Anything, just please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now is the sacrifice. No one will vote for her. And we need to choose, too. One of the commoners, So or Kana. Fuck! Okay. Now I feel bad voting for So. They hate it here. I'm not happy. Now's the sacrifice. I'm the keymaster. We can only vote for So or Kana. Oh.
I guess it's clear who you'll vote for.
Oh.
I'm just gonna save really quick. I'm not happy about this. I'm not proud about what's gonna happen here. Alright guys, talk it out, I guess.
Everyone, won't you vote for Kana?
I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right? This is making me sad. Okay. Huh? What are you?
Please, vote for Kana.
What are you saying, Kana?
I'm sure you understand. Between So and Kana, which of us isn't necessary?
Stupid, don't say that.
Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana, please. This is about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So. Because he's really not a bad person.
Why can't I say anything? Kana's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just going to watch in silence? Kana! Don't be ridiculous, Kana!
So?
Self-sacrifice? That's worthless. You really are a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid with a backwards notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything.
My feelings won't change.
Be quiet, Kana. Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this.
So, Kana doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack.
I told you to shut up, Kana.
Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feeling, but logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your belief is weakness.
Stop it.
And this time, the right thing is to choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kana. It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets, or everyone will die.
Got it. Mr. Policeman. Just voted for Kana. Keiji!
Thank you very much.
This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults? That's a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for So.
You're right, Kotaro.
I don't think Kana's a burden at all. Am I gonna have to be the tiebreaker? Because Nao's gonna vote for herself and she gets 2 votes. Fuck this. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. You can't do this to me. I don't want to play this game anymore. Usually your vote doesn't matter, and I think it's gonna matter this time, guys. Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, it's 3-2. Jen, it should be an easy choice for you too, right?
I do hate the loner, but it's not like I want him to die.
Dumbass, if you don't choose me, I'll use you next and get you killed.
Ugh. You don't have to take responsibility, Jen. Big Sis Sarah. If you vote for Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. But then, Big Sis Sarah, your vote will... It's okay, Jen. I'll take responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl. Meow. Now, it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. We did it, Sarah.
No.
Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins, even if it's a tie for first. Now, So has 3 votes. Kana has 3 votes. And the sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. And I can win by a tie for first.
Say what?
Let's return home together, Sarah. Big Sis Sarah, you won't do that, right?
Hey, what happens if I vote for Keiji? What happens if the 2 of them tie? Right? What happens if 2 people tie? Oh, he's the keymaster. I forgot about that. I could still give him a vote, though. He wouldn't win the vote, but I can still vote for him, correct? Right? Can I still put my vote on him? I don't like this. Ugh. It's not supposed to happen like this. I'm not actually supposed to be able to like make a choice. And the choice is I'm stressed out. No, that's the one thing I can't do, Sarah. I don't want to do this. Why me? Okay, alright, okay. Listen. So is obviously just trying to protect Kana. But obviously there's things that So can do that Kana can't. Kana has kind of just accepted her fate. And I can't vote for now because then everybody's gonna die. And like I said, if that little kid dies, I'm done here. Okay. 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 Wow, this game is stressful. Alright, okay, okay. Alright, Kana, I'm sorry, sweetie. I mean, or I could pick So and be consistent. Consistency is key here. I have voted for So every single time, and now I'm like, oh my god. Maybe it won't matter at all. Maybe something will happen and it'll interfere. I'm just okay. Consistency. I'm gonna pick So. Oh, I feel like such an asshole. But he's fighting to protect her, and she's. Maybe something will happen and this isn't gonna matter. I'm literally going to explode. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, So. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I hope something happens and it fucks up the game. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? That's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi. The sage was Kotaro Burgerberg. The sacrifice was now Igokoro. I see. So this is your answer, Sarah. No. It's strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear. But the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. No. Riko, I'm glad I could meet you. I should be saying that. If you weren't around now, Thank you. Now... I wonder if I'll meet the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait. Miss Sarah, take this. Don't give me this fucking button again. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Begin. Oh god. I know you said you don't want to die, sweetheart, but... Okay, I'll just give her this last thing. She told me not to push it, so I'm not going to. Oh my god. Oh, sweetheart. I'm sorry, honey. Now expired. Well, fuck me, man.
Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't finish it.
That's alright. You'll have plenty of time now. Oh my god. This fucking sucks, y'all. I liked now. That's unfortunate. Boo!
Yes.
Ah, beautiful. How talented. She was so fast.
I couldn't push the button. To the very end, Nell said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it.
Actually, I did click on the button, so I'm not sure what happened, but... oh, maybe when I pushed it, it told me no.
Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Next is So. Wait. Stop it already, please, Cephalin. Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So. Don't kill our ally, please.
Ally? Worthless. So worthless.
You don't have any last words, do you? I will begin the execute.
I'm not gonna die.
Huh?
You think I'll do what you want? Your collar. What? Exits that way, huh? Bye! Alright, see ya!
It's futile. This facility has a defense system.
Got weapons like this too. No dice after all. Pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. Miss Sarah, there's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning. And I'll tell you what it is. My final present?
Where did So go?
Oh god, I have to find him?
My feet moved as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So's body is limp. No. You can't. Even after you got your collar off? You said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please respond. I kept shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No. So has already expired. Even so, everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it was all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. I hear a noise from the monitor. Why is this on, I wonder? No, that doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing is going to change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone is dying. Just like So here. Something's off.
Why is So in this position? Don't tell me So was trying to use this machine. Looking closely at the keyboard by his hands, there were bloodstains from him using it. Did So turn on this monitor? But for what? I looked at the monitor. Oh. Huh? What? Is this some kind of joke again? There was a familiar face. The face of my best friend, who I always saw at school. Joe. Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you, Joe? Huh? Yeah. Sarah? Aww. Sarah, what are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you. Even though you were my best friend. Sarah. But still, I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. And yet they've kept dying. Professor Mishima and Kai and Alice and now and So. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart has buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sarah. Joe? When did you become such a whiner? I mean... Those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know... We were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. And my grades tanked. You were the one freaking out, Sarah. Never asked you to go studying. Oh, and I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing at karaoke. I sang with all I had, so you were cracking up. Every day was super fun, man. And when bad stuff happened and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sarah, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. You'll always make choices I can trust, Sarah. Joe. Were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not that self-righteous of a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sarah. So cheeky. When you're Joe, of all people. Sarah, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. That's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but... Oh, he's cute. I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend. I always wanted to say that too. Joe, you're my best friend. I won't cry anymore. Says you, Sarah. I'm over here bawling. I won't lose. Please always watch me from close by. Yeah. Big frowny face. Oh. Thank you, Joe. And also... So... It was always clinging to me.
this false hallucination I created. But now, I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward, and I'll end this death game. Sarah, I'm okay now. Big sis Sarah.
That look on your face.
Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore.
Okay, whatever. Like, God, I hope so. There ain't many of us left.
They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game.
I'm on board, no matter how tricky our opponent. I'm gonna fight too.
Yeah, that's right. I'll avenge now and Alice. I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn Soul's regret now. I won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future.
Okay. Yeah, Yep. That's fine. I'm glad we're all in high spirits. I need a tissue. I'm sad. This game gives me depression. Who the fuck are you now? Are you my dad? Are you my father? Are you coming to fuck shit up now? You're doing well, Sarah.
Your
father's glad you've survived. Now, let's begin, shall we? The final death game. To be continued in the final chapter. Hey there, can you hear me? Yes? Good, glad you responded. I'd like to know soon about that death game you're involved in. It's not anything too difficult, is it? I'm begging you. I guess retrace memories. Thanks. Okay. A normal high school girl, Sarah Chidoan, and her best friend, Joe Tizuna. One day, they were pulled into a cruel death game. Rather than submit to fear, they chose to cooperate with the other participants. But alas, high school teacher Kazumi Mishima became the first victim. There was no stopping. They would kill each other. After a cruel majority vote, homemaker Kai Sato died. And Sarah's best friend Joe died as well, unable to defy his fate. Sarah became tormented by hallucinations. As her heart crumbled, peril only continued. Now a question. Which of these two died? Can I get Alice back if I say Rico? That's terrible. Alice. Was Alice Yabusame the victim? Yes. Exactly. The next victim was murderer Alice Yabusame. As desperately as they tried to grasp escape, their enemies gave their very lives to stop it. When main game occurred once more, the art student Nao Egakoro died. Now then, another question. Oh my god, Kana could have actually died. Which of these two died? Was So Hiyori the victim? Yes. Oh my god, Kana could actually die? I thought maybe he would have done something to stop it. Good, so you remember it well. Yeah, unfortunately, it just fucking happened. I'm angry. The next victim was self-described job hopper, So Hiyori. After removing his collar using the last of his strength, he started up a Joe AI. At last, Sarah reunited with her best friend and awoke from her long nightmare. The death game is not over yet. 6 remain. It's like we're all in a big like huddle over here, and then these two are just by themselves.
Kana was always with her big sister because she loved her a lot. But Kana was always just a bother to her. Even the time when it mattered most, she couldn't do anything. So she thought she was hated. But that message made her remember that surely her big sister was watching over her. But she had to stay strong on her own. But, well, the truth is, she knew that it wasn't her sister who wrote that message. There's people who tried to protect Kana. There's people who worked to encourage her. So she doesn't want anyone else to die. Because they're all such kind people. I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. I'm sleepy. Had enough. Everyone, this floor will be closed off soon. Please proceed to the next floor quickly, or else your callers will. Yeah, I know. Miss Sarah, could it be that you're cured? Of my hallucinations, you mean? It felt like I'd been having a bad dream. I tortured myself with hallucinations of my own making. But I've woken up now. We won't lose to the likes of you. Right. Best of luck then, Miss Sarah.
Hey, listen. I consistently voted for So, but no, I can no longer do that, so I'm gonna have to change it up next time. Just what I've come to expect. You always stand right back up, Sarah.
It's not like it's on my power alone.
You mean So? Can't say I had a handle on him up to the very end, because I kept getting used and failing, falling for lies.
But it's the truth that he tried to protect Kana.
Guess so. Kana, don't go thinking about giving up yourself ever again, alright? You gotta give the kidnappers the beating So would have given them, ain't that right?
Yes.
And not just for So, for now, too.
Yeah. No.
That's why we've got to pull out all the stops now. And first up is the next floor, because it'll kind of throw a wrench at things if our collars activate.
We'll restart our escape plan once we're on the next floor. This time let's escape for sure. Kana has clearly changed. I might say she's gotten stronger. With each sacrifice, we change. That's right, so no one's death will be in vain. Let's get a move on, everyone.
Right, after you, partner. No, we're saving. I'm done. I've had enough. I'm emotionally distraught and I'm tired. I knew Nao wasn't gonna make it. I knew it. I knew it in my heart that she wasn't gonna last this chapter, but I didn't expect So to actually die. I thought we were gonna be stuck with his ass until the end. And of course, you know, right before he died, he had to be a good person, huh? Right. Of course. I couldn't kill Kana. She's so cute. I'm so distressed, everyone. Alright, well, when we come back, we'll go see what's on the next floor, and I believe that this is the last chapter that is available right now, since this game is in early access, so after that, but for the time being, as always, I will, as always, thanks for being here. I will catch you in the next episode. Bye!